I'm gonna smash everybody. Give me champion, 84 kilos, 77 kilos. I'm gonna smash both.
Khamzat Chimaev holds a perfect record of 10 solid wins, with 4 of those in the UFC, with his next fight scheduled to be against Gilbert Burns at UFC 273. Khamzat Chimaev began his career back in 2017 in an amateur fight in Sweden. He would then make his professional debut in 2018 in the promotion International Ring Fight Arena 14. 2 years later, he would enter the UFC and defeat John Phillips at UFC Fight Night Qatar vs. Ige via submission due to Dar's choke. Khamzat Chimaev looks to prove everyone that he is the real deal and will be the man to dethrone the current welterweight champion Kamaru Usman. However, it is still a little early in his career to fully predict this bold statement. That does not mean he will not leave a true legacy behind, and possibly one to match the legacy of retired martial artist Khabib Nurmagomedov. Of course, it will be difficult to match Khabib's legacy, but Khamzat Chimaev is undefeated, and that is a good start to building his legacy. To see how he can match Khabib's legacy or become much greater, we are going to touch bases on a few aspects on what will help Khamzat Chimaev reach to build a true legacy. Before we continue, remember to like and subscribe to all of our social media platforms to be notified whenever new content is posted. Power in the punch. The first important tool to have when becoming a mixed martial artist is to know how to strike, and Khamzat Chimaev knows how to strike without a doubt. He never holds anything back whenever he steps inside the octagon. He has shown he is never afraid to fight, and will bring his opponents a fight by throwing some impressive and dangerous strikes that are sure to leave his opponent begging for mercy. Similar to Khabib Nurmagomedov, who was never afraid or intimidated by any fighter, Khamzat Chimaev is just the same. He never lets anyone get inside his head and doesn't even flinch when staring eye to eye. For how well his striking is, Khamzat Chimaev has managed to win 6 of his wins via way of knockout or TKO, which is just 2 short of Khabib, who won 8 by a way of knockout or TKO. 5 of Khamzat Chimaev's wins took place in the first round, not to mention that he knocked out UFC veteran Gerald Meerschaert in 17 seconds with a single punch. If that does not explain the power he has, then we don't know what does. His wrestling is elite. Wrestling is by far one of the best grappling techniques one could have when competing in the sport of MMA. He also uses his wrestling to set up his strikes by feigning different takedowns and vice versa. This has led him to win 4 fights via submission, with 2 against UFC veteran John Phillips and Li Jingliang. Not only is he great with his wrestling in MMA, but outside of the sport, he is great with it, as he compiled a perfect wrestling record of 24 wins, with his final win being against current middleweight contender Jack Hermanson. With 24 victories as a wrestler, he already shows us that he could probably not only be a major threat to Kamaru Usman, but even put up a fight against Khabib Nurmagomedov if they ever faced off with one another. Khabib is a great wrestler and Sambo expert, and Khamzat Chimaev is just about on the same level with his wrestling. He can both grapple and use ground and pound similar to Khabib's style, which will help him remain a dominant wrestler just as Khabib did. He has finished all his fights. As we stated before, Khamzat Chimaev is undefeated with 10 solid victories. Though, what makes all his wins impressive is the fact that he has managed to finish every single one of them by both knockout and submission, proving he can end fights in both ways just as Khabib could. But only Khabib beat 10 opponents via decision, where Khamzat Chimaev still has yet to go an entire fight. Of his 10 fights, he has finished 7 of his opponents in the first round and finished them with not much effort at all. The more we look into the power and techniques Khamzat Chimaev has, it appears to us that he will indeed have his name in lights for everyone to see why he is the next big thing in the UFC. Now, Gilbert Burns can put up a fight and might not go down that easy, but with the skill level Khamzat Chimaev possesses, it looks to be obvious that Khamzat Chimaev will be able to add another finish to his record and be one step closer to fighting for the gold. And those are our reasons why Khamzat Chimaev can secure his legacy similar to Khabib. Remember to like and share this video and follow us on all of our social media platforms so you can be notified whenever we post new content. We post new content daily.